So we have gathered today here for all the people to come and talk about what as a school or as an institution you can join hands, talk about, collaborate, collate, ideate as an administrator and talk of what you do in your schools. We've had people who talk about, Lakshmi Kumar talked about soft skills. We had Arnab talk about what are the qualities and what you need to do to be a principal. We talked about the technological trends that we're looking at in K-12 education. So the whole day is looking at talking about various aspects that you look at in school administration as principals, owners, chairpersons, CEOs. I would like to draw your attention to what we at Digital Learning do. So we have a lot of new people who have joined us for the first time in our conferences today. And we have had our stakeholders who have always been joining us for our events, our magazines and portals over the years. This is to help you understand what our digital learning, our endeavor has been for the last 13 years and what we need, what we want to work with you guys and make sure that the innovations that are happening in institutions are brought together through our platforms. So at Digital Learning, we believe in putting across all the innovations that are happening in education. By innovations, what innovations comes to your mind? If I might prompt some people to let me know what according to them are the innovations that are happening in education. Anybody? Innovations in terms of what you do as administrators, innovations in terms of what technology you use, innovations in terms of how you better manage your schools, innovations in terms of how you make sure that the school is a place where children come and enjoy the education and become some things in life. So we are not only talking about the IT implementation and ICT tools that are required for an institution to be run. We at Digital Learning now believe, we started off as an institution which talked about ICT implementation in schools, higher educations, government sector. But over the period of time, we realized that ICT tools are not the only things that can transform the way education is delivered in institutions. So who we are? We are a magazine which started about 13 years back and started as an ICT tools providing information to all the stakeholders in education. So we have been running successfully the Digital Learning magazine for the last 13 years, which is both present in Asia and Middle East. The people we engage through our magazine, our portal, our newsletters, our educational institutions, both schools and higher education institutions, preschools, early childhood centers, government functionaries, MHRD, AICT, UGC, people who make policies for education at all levels, both at the center and the state level. We work with all the funding bodies, NGOs, who are looking at providing some solutions to institutions at the public sector. We work with all innovations that are happening by the corporates who look at providing you solutions to what you do in your institution. So the people who have joined us today are a few of our sponsors, and yes, they have made this possible today. And they are here to showcase what you can add to your institution. With that thought process, we get all corporates who join us to kind of showcase to you what can be done in your institution. So we generally talk to CEOs, chairpersons, principals, owners of schools, early childhood centers, higher education institutions, engineering colleges, private universities, state universities, centrally run funded universities, chancellors, vice chancellors. At the government space, we talk to all the chief ministers, chief secretaries, education secretaries at the state level to see what vision and policies they are working towards better education at the public sector. Our major initiative is the Digital Learning magazine, the magazine which has ranked the top schools of India in December. We have knowledge portals, which is run by dl.eletsonline.com, where we post knowledge repository of what is happening in the country in education. We invite all the stakeholders in education who we talk with to join us, to talk about what innovations you're doing in your institutions, to put down your experiences, to share with us so that everybody else in the country can also learn and benefit from your experience. Institutions work in silos, and it is possible for us to share that information with each other. We provide that platform to you to share your experiences with your counterparts. With the view of getting a common platform of one-to-one networking, we started with organizing conferences 10 years back. We have regularly been organizing conferences in education space, but at the national level, which is the School Leadership Summit that we organize every year, and the World Education Summit that we've now been running for 8 years, and state level events, which we run at various states. We've now also ventured into talking about smart education in smart cities. So we're working with various state governments on talking about teacher training in public schools and how to make a private or a public school a smart school, to make sure that a smart city is formed. We also understand that some very good initiatives are being undertaken by many institutions. We invite your participation in our awards, where we invite nominations from the exceptional work done by you in your institutions, and we award the best work done through our awards, the World Education Awards, the School Leadership Awards, and the Sarv Shiksha Awards. We have also now been running successfully the rankings for schools, preschools, engineering colleges, private universities, and talking about the best initiatives done in various cities. This is a glimpse of our magazines, of what we've been working across in states, on the corporate space, and in the Middle East. These are some of our major conferences that we've been running across in the last 10 years. The World Education Summit is our flagship event, and we've now taken it global, where we've successfully done one in Dubai, and we're now heading out to Bahrain this year in March on 8th and 9th. And we've been doing the School Leadership Summit for the last 4 years as well. The Gyana Sangam and the Knowledge Forums are higher education residential events where we get vice chancellors of universities come and talk about how education can be made better in a higher education space and the university level. So these are the few glimpses of the top people who've joined us for the event, the awards that we do. Look at how you can participate and showcase your product at our expo that we organize. So these are the few key ranking issues that we've done over the years, and we hope that we have your participation with us next year as well, because we tend to get everybody together and share with us the remarkable work that they do, and we can highlight the work through our rankings. We have also a knowledge portal, and Priyanka would be highlighting what we do at our digital forum. and how we can help highlight you to the right audience. Because we understand that you are doing exceptional work in your institutions, but ultimately you need to reach out to the right audience. I understand that the word of mouth works in an institution, but we as an organization also believe that when you do something which is nice, we need you to also highlight it to your stakeholders, which are your parents and your students. So as an institution, we have a digital platform, our newsletters, electronic media, which we send out mailers, microsites. We have a repository of about 10,000 videos on the work done by schools in education space. We invite you to come and see of what people are doing and share your experience through it. Events that we do regularly, which I just talked about, interviews of people who are doing work, and also of what can be done. So we invite you to also get in touch with us when you do something, and we could share it across with the community. This is our reach on our print media, which is our monthly magazine and our newsletters. The social media is where we've now turned into digitally reaching out to the people who have been joining us over the years. And we reach out through our Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn handles and spread out the word on the education that is happening. These are our target audience, the people in schools and higher education institutions who we reach out to, and we would like you to be a part of the community with us. People who have been supporting us, sponsoring us, and making sure that events like this happen. We all get together at a platform, because without them, we would not be able to do this. So I would like to take the opportunity to thank Thought Labs, Razorpay, Lalpur Uniforms, Phone Pesa, Educom, Robomate, and all our partners who have joined us together today to make sure this gets organized. I would now like to invite all of you to also go through the expo today, because these are the people who've brought about some innovations after we present to you what we do as a digital marketing. We would like you to also go through the expo for 10 minutes break that we'll have and see what these people have brought about to present to you. I'm going to now introduce as to what next we are doing. The School Leadership Summit was to highlight and felicitate for the best things that you've done, and the top schools of India are here, and we would like to also take you along to the next step that we are organizing. So we are heading out to Bahrain on the 8th and 9th of March in collaboration with the Education Ministry there. And we are going to the top school which is ranked outstanding in Bahrain by their quality assurance, where we're wanting to talk about education standards in school education and higher education. So last year we conducted the World Education Dubai, where we had 490 attendees for 7 countries, schools, CEOs, chairmen coming across from various parts of the world to talk about what is going on in the field of education. We had higher education institutions, CEOs, and vice chancellors from universities coming in to be a pool. These are a few glimpses of what we achieved at WS Dubai. It was a platform where we had comprehensive set of people be a part of it. This is a small video as to an event report of what we did. That was a brief glimpse as to what we achieved at WS Dubai, and we hope we're going to replicate and make it bigger this time in WS Bahrain. So at WS Bahrain, we're going to have the inauguration by the Minister of Education, Kingdom of Bahrain, and this is the final meeting that we had with them, where they confirmed that they'll be a part of the event. And it is going to be a platform where we invite your participation to give across your thought process in school education as well. We would also be inviting institutions to talk about global collaborations with institutions in the Middle East, because there are a lot of institutions who are joining us in the GCC region to be a part of the event. So why should, as a school or as a group of school, you join us for the WS Bahrain? What are the opportunities for you to be a part of it? How you can participate with us at the event? What are the thought leaders who are you going to meet at the event? What are the key themes that we're going to talk about at the event? So the World Education Summit is going to talk about the innovations that are happening, and we're going to have participation from key schools, CEOs, owners, and principals who are going to join us from the GCC region. We're going to have thought leaders from across the globe who are going to talk about school education, higher education, skill development. In fact, we have a few key speakers on our standees across the hall, which will give you an idea of what we are doing. Key themes of discussion are collaborate, collate, and ideate about what you're doing and work together at a global platform. So it's an area where they're looking at investments. So the Bahrain government is looking at a lot of investments from the Indian players. We're going to have investors from Dubai and Bahrain who are going to look and talk with institutions as to how you can be a part of the Bahrain development in education. So we are organizing this at the Bahrain Bayan School, which is the highest ranked school in Bahrain, getting outstanding ranking by their quality assurance. And it is an institution which is par excellence with the latest innovations that are happening are all taken care by the institution. So we would be taking you around the institution, we would be making you run through what can be done in your institution and look at doing various collaborative opportunities with them. Obviously, it is a global exposure. It provides you to know what can be done at a global platform. So you can nominate for the awards or the work that you've been doing in your institution. As a corporate, we invite you to be a part of the exhibition that we're organizing. As a group, we invite you to be a partner with us or join us as a delegate and understand what is going on in the world of education at a global platform. Here are a few of the key speakers who are going to be a part of the event. KSDA is already a knowledge partner. The Dubai Economic Forum and the International Dubai Park are also joining in to talk about investments in Dubai and Bahrain. The key themes of WS Bahrain are school education, higher education, skill development. We're talking about the business in education and entrepreneurship. Coming back to India, we would also be organizing the World Education Summit, the 9th in Delhi, on the 11th and 12th of August. We hope we have your presence in our events, in our portal, in our magazine. Please get in touch with our team. We would like to have your participation with us, not only on this platform, not only at School Leadership Forum. We would want your participation with us. We want your ideas. We would like to share them with the community that we've created over the last 12 years. We want everybody to benefit from what you have learned through your experiences. Thank you so much.